Hey guys, what's going on? And we're here today with the O.R.C League race, penultimate race. Got two more races left. Well, this one and another one. And as you can see, we're in qualifying. We're going to go out on the ultra softs just to set a banker lap, almost like what we did in Singapore. I put a bit extra fuel in, so I can kind of know that I've got a bit more pace and I can go a bit quicker on the super softs, because that's how I want to set my lap timing. So coming to start the lap, crossing the line now, heading down into turn one. Not taking too much speed through there because I want to lift a little bit, so I know I can gain time on the super softs. Into turn 3, I believe it is. Heading into turn 4 and 5. Now, I felt like I nailed this part. It looks like I nailed it. And then into the hairpin, slight lock up at the front. But got a decent exit which sets us down up to the straight. Coming to the last sector, which through practices I've been really struggling for the last sector, as you would know. But it seems like we actually nailed this last bit. This actually felt better than my actual fastest lap time that I set on the super soft, which you'll see in a short while. But it's probably the first time I've actually nailed the final sector, and as we come across the line, a little bit of a loss of the rear grip, but we set a 142.6, which puts us on the front row. But I definitely know I should be able to beat that on the super softs when we go out next. So we've got the super softs on ready, just gonna have a look at what's going on really. Oh, it looks like one of the R.O.R.Cs has gone into the pit lane and that slowed up though. Now on board with the Ferrari, but I think we're going to get straight out there now. With 8 minutes to go with the super softs. It's a bit early, but I just want to do it just in case we make a mistake, or I want to change my mind and go into the ultras, depending on what everyone else does. So we've got a bit of time to react. But again, heading down into turn 1. Now it's all out. Try not to leave anything left. Run a bit wide into turn 1. It's not the greatest. Turn 2 and 3 again, it's all about line, and if you can keep your throttle full, it's very rewarding. Now into 4 and 5, we nailed it last lap. We took a little bit too much curb on both turns actually. Coming into the hairpin, no lock up this time, but we run slightly wider than really I would have wanted. Get into the middle of the track, and now we cut straight into the end of sector 2. Very easy to lose the car over the curbs here, and line is also very important. But little lock up again on the front left, and as we are coming through the double right hander and then the next right hander, it's very easy to lock up where we didn't. And coming to the end of the lap, it's been a pretty decent lap. We're about 6 tenths off as we lose the rear again, and we still are P5. I think that's a low 42. Is that a low 42? So a bit more time could be found, and we actually went for a second lap stuff at the time. It wasn't too bad. We're about a tenth up in this last bit. I was a little bit cautious, and a big lock up for me into there, but still green. We might as well carry the lap, but we'll be getting held up by the Ferrari in front. We're about 3 tenths up, and we're gonna get held up. Couldn't attack the corner now, and we're actually getting invalid that time. Got slightly held up, but it doesn't matter. We cut the corner anyway. So we finished P8 in the end. That's alright, considering everyone mostly went on the super softs, so we haven't really got a tyre advantage. Maybe I should have put on the ultras. We could have got close to pole position. And we're away, and actually a weird thing happened while I was on the grid. I actually ghosted, so I had to pause it and then unpause it. But heading down into turn 1, a little bit of lag there from the manner as they take each other out, and heading into turn 3, we're actually up into P5 already with Shaky up ahead in the Red Bull, who's a title contender with his teammate Dutchy, who's in front of him. But it looks like who's in front? It looks like it's a Mercedes in front. I think that might be my teammate in P1. Heading down into the straight as we cut to the end of the straight, and we weren't close enough to make a move on Shaky, but it looks like we're sticking with him as we using reach revs, staying in the middle of the track, and we have a big moment and a safety car The safety car's out. I'm not sure what's happened, but yeah. So we have a choice. Do we come into the pits? If I was on the ultras, I'd come into the pits. On the super softs, I don't think so. But look at that, the championship leader Duxbury has come into the pits, and I believe he was on the super softs. But coming to the end of the safety car now, we want to be a bit cautious. We know safety car stats hasn't been our best with cold tyres and that, usually a bit too aggressive, so we're just going to keep it nice and smooth. As we get going again, we've got good traction and we've got the Amana and our teammate battling into turn 1. Let's watch how this plays out. This might play out nicely for us as our teammate gets on to go. And they've took each other out. It looks like the Amana took my teammate out and we're up into P2. Wow. Up into P2 behind JK. Now at this point I was thinking, this is my best chance to get into the lead. I've got to stay close in to the pit straight with Rich Revs. And it was unfortunate that we didn't have the R.O.R.C. But we've got to have to give it a try. We're on Rich Revs, Jeff's asking us to change strategy, we're going to stick to plan 8. And we're on a straight, and it doesn't look like we're making any inroads at all. He must have a really nice car set up for the straight, heading down into the left and into the right. We're nowhere near him. We have a second straight coming up though. If we can get a decent exit, which we don't, and it looks like he got away. And again we lose the rear into that same corner. There must be something I'm doing in the world to do that, but we've got Kimi Raikkonen behind us in the sailboat. He's all over us into the double left-hander. We just need to keep it smooth so we just get an opportunity and we lock up and have a tighter line through there so that doesn't happen. And again, that was with traction at the time, and it looks like Kimi Raikkonen might get us up the inside, and he does. Just waited for us to bounce. We made too many mistakes there. Coming to the end of lap 6 for into P3 with Pubbin behind us, Kimi Raikkonen in front of us. If we can keep it clean, the R.O.R.C is back and able to slack. So if we can keep it clean and keep within a second, I believe I can have him again back down the straight, but we just got to keep it clean now. 3 turns 2 and 3, gotta get the right line. Don't want to run too wide because I'll lose some time. Now we can gain some time on the brakes, hopefully, and through these left and right, which is pretty clean. We get a warning for track limits, gotta be careful. Through the hairpin, now we need to get a good exit, Rich Revs, and then halfway down the straight we should get the DRS. As we open the DRS up now, he's miles in front of us. So we will slightly catch up to him. Don't forget there is a second DRS point, but we're going to have a go up the inside. That was risky from us, but we closed the gap, and that's actually give us a decent chance to have a go at him into the second DRS. He's covering off the inside. I'm on the outside. Here we go. Here we get him. Side by side. Very close. But he just keeps ahead of us. But we looks like we're going to get a better exit. And we're alongside him. We're going to be alongside him going into the two right-handers. But I decided to give it up. I don't want to crash. Looking at it now, I probably could have been a bit more aggressive on the brakes. But looking at it, I've only had one finish this season. So I want to finish at least in this race. So there goes Kimi Raikkonen. And now we've got Duxbury, the championship leader, behind us. He may just pick up after the safety car. I mean, during the safety car. I'm not going to fight him too much. If he locks up, I might go straight past him. No, I'm just going to leave that and let him go. He's got a championship to win. And with Shaky out in front, he needs the points he needs. Now we've got Dope behind us. But we are going to come into the pits at the end of this lap, so I might as well try and stick ahead of him as long as possible. As we run a little bit wide and get to the curb, our tyres are very much worn at this point, and we're going to come into the pits, which releases Dope. As we lack up, very close, nearly did what one of the R.O.R.Cs did in qualifying, as we nearly speed into the pit lane. So we could stop now, lads. Decent start, 2.2. think that is. That's Kimi Räikkönen, so it's the fastest lap of the race. And he is still ahead of us, so even staying out a bit longer than him didn't work. But yeah, we're behind Matthew, who's also on the softs. It's going to be crucial to get past him if he's on the softs. This could spoil our race here, so we need to get past him as quick as possible. Now this stint is also just about getting to the 20-21 mark, so looking after the tyres, not using all the grip straight away. And hopefully we'll be in a position once we put on the super soft to have a nice race. So at that 12, and I've actually catched up to Matthew now. Big, great speed we took through there. Great, we catched up a lot and we're going to have a go. Nope, thought better of it, I do like to. Just got to keep it nice and smooth. We run a bit too wide on execute. Give him a nudge to say hurry up. And we're up the inside in the chicane, and that's job done. That's another tip done. We're into P7, which has released us nicely. Lap 80 now, we've skipped a few laps, and it's really been a stint where we're looking after the tyres, saving a bit of fuel, so we can get to the end of the race on the super softs. Yep. And luckily that is the car in front of us who's on the super softs at the minute, so looks like he's having a decent race, but he really needs to be up into pit 2 as we're coming into the pits now for our final stop of the game. We just make this pit lane limit, really pushing it on the pit 7, and we're going to fit the super softs. Decent start, 2.1, went quicker than first off. Now hopefully we can have a decent race. We've got our teammate in front of us who is on the softs, but this guy is too quick. Even on a different set of tyres, I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him up, so it's always going to be about keeping Lewis behind, because he's on a very fast driver. As you see, he was at the front before we actually crashed and lost his front wing, so we're going to have to pace ourselves to him. He's 4 seconds behind us. I believe we both have penalties. I have 1 3-second penalty, and I think he has 2 3-second penalties, so that's 6 seconds in total. So we have a bit of a buffer if he overtakes us. We just have to stay within 3 seconds, I believe, of him. As he goes to the inside of us, we try and fly back. No, we don't. We're going to try and go for the better exit, but as we just losing the car slightly on traction, I was a little bit too happy, throttle happy there. We still might have a chance of covering off the inside, and we're going to go for a late dive at the inside, but it doesn't work. That was a bit of a stupid move. I should have really thought about the traction and getting better traction out of this turn, but that's just reckless. On a leave, he's gone. We've just got to stay with him. I think it's 3 seconds I need to stay with him as we got to the last lap of the race, and it's been a really good race. I've enjoyed it, and P7 is not too bad. I would have hoped for more, really. I think P6 or P5 is on, but maybe just bad strategy calls, maybe left it a bit too late in the first stint. But last lap, the tyre wear was higher than normal with this set of super softs. Set of super softs were better in the first stint. I think he just got to really look after the tyres in the first few laps. Okay, so the car ahead's run out of fuel. So Lewis has run out of fuel, so we should catch him up really easily. Let's hope we can catch him up. Unless it doesn't seem to be slowing down. Unless it's Lewis who's run out of fuel. Yeah, I think Lewis has run out of fuel. I think Jeff's just talking crap again. I think we may pick up the place though, because of how the penalties have worked out. So we might actually pick up P6. So let's see. It's a bit of an unknown coming to the line. Just pushing as hard as I can really now to try and keep the gap down. As we are onto the pit straight, and it looks like we are going to take P6. We got P6 because of the penalties. So I'm really happy with that. It was a great race. Silent Ninja comes home in 8th place. Really happy with that actually. enjoy the race. I hope you've enjoyed. Brazil will be out soon as well, so I will see you soon. And